start recording. Hello, welcome back. So, we're going to be on part 2 now. We are getting our warden set up, and he's going to be doing our finances. It's about 3 hours away in game time. It's not that bad. He's actually working pretty darn well. And I think this area here, since it's being secluded, I'm going to continue to keep secluded. Of course, I'm going to sort of build this out this way to sort of get this set up. Also, unfortunately, these guys got trapped out here, so I am going to have to put some doors here, but I can do that pretty easily. Just put one right there. And then right there. That should be more than enough. And all of a sudden, they, those workers outside somehow got doors. I don't know how that works, but okay. So these guys, they couldn't get to their stuff, so they canceled their jobs, but it's not that difficult for me to just go back in and say, hey, go do your job, you lazy bugs. And then they're good. That's good. So I'm going to funnel the water this way so that we have a nice flow of the liquids. It's good to go. So now that we have a warden, we're actually getting more money. We have finances unlocked as well. We're going to get security, psychology, health, education, maintenance, all that good stuff. Also going to get the ability to get extra grants, so I do need to hire our accountant. This will be her office. And what she's going to do for us is basically figure that my mic is a bit too quiet. Game is fine, but I need to turn myself up. Okay, well let me adjust the game a little bit. Thank you very much, honey. That should be a bit better. I'm not really going to adjust the gain all that more, but I know that Skype messes with it. So I am going to adjust it really quick. I'll just go to recording devices and bump it up just a hair because it can be a pain in the neck. And I want to make sure it is nice. So listen levels, I will make my levels a bit more. Put it at 40. There we go. That should be better. Actually, we'll bump it up to about 50. There we go. Okay, so now the gain should be... Yeah, I'll put it at 46. There we go. Good compromise between the two. Anyway, yep. So, we have all of these doors set up, and once again, they're constantly open. I think I actually... Uh-oh. This door is in the wrong way. Okay. So, staff door. Can I get this to actually be like this? There we go. Thank you. That's much better. Alright, so power situation, we're at half capacity. We've only just got this set up. But we did just complete a grant, which means that we're going to get some bonus cash, which is always nice. I'm going to get 2 more capacitors here, and that should give our power a bit more power, I guess. We also have health and well-being, which is what I'm working for as well. So we'll get that grant in progress as well. We're going to make a very small path to actually allow anybody down here into this block, and we're going to make it on this side. I'm going to make this over here. Now, we don't really need offices so much so on this side. Not really, since the 5 offices we have are pretty much going to do us for our bureaucracy. We have security guard, maintenance, education, and psychology. We don't even really need an office for the psychologist. But we're going to have our security chief in here, and he's going to be there. We'll have our foreman's office, which will be here. And then we have our psychologist office, and that's pretty much it. We don't really need offices for anyone else, which is nice. So this big area here can be completely designated for what we really need it to be. We can have a visitation center. Right up here. Now, visitation is basically when families come in, visit their loved ones who have, gone to jail. So it's good to have that, somewhere in prison. Probably good to have that towards the entrance because you don't want prisoners, running in and out all willy-nilly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this area here be my initial holding cell. This area here... I think I'll split in half and make this visitation here, like that. And then down here, this will be my security armory office area for guards and stuff, and that'll come later. We need a place to put dogs and stuff, because the good thing about security dogs is they'll find holes in the ground that prisoners are going to make, and you don't want people just making holes willy-nilly. So what we're going to do is we're going to assign our rooms now. we are going to need to get our visitation center online, but I'm gonna wait till these rooms are built so I can actually see where everything is. We have our yard out here as well, so I'm gonna assign that just so it's one less thing I need to worry about. This yard is basically the play area for the prisoners, and because it's outside, it fulfilled the need for it to be outside, and that's all it really needed. I can put a few sets of weights out here, you know, for prisoners to pump up the jam and whatnot. I'm also going to put a few phone booths as well. Prisoners like to make calls out to their family, you know, whatnot. I'm going to put these out here so that the prisoners have the ability, you know, call their friends, you know. Make sure that they have that need to, you know, communicate with people. So, yeah. So, looking at our staff, we haven't unlocked anyone else yet, but we're getting there. I'm going to get guards when, you know, we actually have prisoners in our prison. But at this point, we don't really need guards because we don't have prisoners in our prison. Now, this light's not actually able to get anything because it's just far enough from all of the electrical cables. So we can make one across here, and it should get all of this. Perfect. Anyway, so now that we have our rooms kind of built, I can actually go and assign these properly. So this is going to be our holding cell. Visitation is right here. Security office will be here. And armory we don't have yet. We don't need it, really. Or we can have this be our kennel as well. I think we might make it our kennel. Might not. I might make a staff room back here as well. So I think just having security will be good. Then we could have a staff room as well. We don't really need security, so we'll just keep this open for now. It's an open room. And we'll just get our staff room set up so that our staff can take a break because, you know, they're people too. We got 2 sofas. Oh, we'll go 3 sofas. We'll go crazy. And a drink machine because everyone needs that fizz. Get some sofas in here. There we go. There we go. Nice comfy room for the staff. Excellent. So we've got our visitation center. Now we got to fill it with visitation chairs. We got to, where are they at? Objects. And the great thing about Prison Architect, it's really nice the way they, people can just walk over things. You can have these like this, and the prisoners will just go to wherever they need to go, and they'll like walk over the objects to get there. It's really nice. So you can literally just do this, and it's perfectly fine. Now in our holding cell, we do need to have a few requirements met. We have to have a toilet and a bench. Now this is an area where prisoners might be staying, you know, a little bit. So it's not that bad. I'm going to put toilets just in the middle of the room here, you know. It's a prison. You're not getting in the lap of luxury. You did something wrong, guys. I'll put 2 phone booths in here, and I'll put a tiny little TV around. Where is that tiny little TV? There's got to be a tiny little TV somewhere. I'm trying to find it. There it is. Put a TV here, and a TV there. And that's all they need. So, these toilets need water. We need to run a pipe of water to them, and it's not that hard. You just run water this way, run water that way, and there you go. Boom, water. Power need is good. I'm going to put some lights outside for 2 reasons. One, in building walls, we actually get like leftover lights. So it's good to have them here because, you know, I'm actually using them. They're not sitting in storage. Plus, it makes it so that I can actually, you know, see things. So what I'm going to do here is, how many dark types are we throwing into prison? Just Umbrood. I'm actually going to put a staff door here because I don't want prisoners in this area, and with security I can actually have it so prisoners don't go in this area. I'm going to put my foreman's office here. Get my psychologist in the building. There we go. So now I'm barely making money, but I have pretty much a lot. By getting the foreman, I have the ability to assign jobs and whatnot. The chief allows me to manage my guards. The accountant gets me extra grants and whatnot. And the psychologist actually gives me the view into the prisoner's brain. Yes, with the prisoner, with that unlocked, I'm able to actually see what's going on in the head of my prisoners, which is really nice. Prison policy would be good as well. I'm gonna get that. So what I'm gonna do is, because I got the extra grant option, I'm gonna go and Staff well-being. Have a staff room. Have at least 5 guards without assigned duties. Ensure your staff... None of my staff is exhausted. That's not that bad. I can do that. Because I've already got 2 of them down. So I just need to hire 5 staff, really. 5 guards and I've got that grant. That's pretty much easy money. So now we need to kind of build the area where the prisoners go. And I kind of want to plan this out so that we have the ability to grow in the future. A basic cell needs to be about this big. That is the kind of minimum requirements for a cell. So what I'm going to do is just make little L's here. Just tiny little L's. And I'm going to make 8 of them. And by making these little tiny L's, these are basically the smallest cells we really need to give a prisoner. Since we can only keep 1 prisoner per cell, we can't, like, stack them up in here. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cells. I'm going to keep a gap here, and then continue to grow this way. And then what I'm going to do is, I have this space here. I can make these more cells, but I could also make this into solitary confinement. Solitary confinement is basically when you throw your prisoners when they've been naughty. You put them in solitary for a little bit. What they'll do there is basically just sit in darkness and, you know, man, I was bad, I'm a bad guy. You know, just like that. That's exactly how it is. So I'm going to put my toiletries in for where I need them. And basically just do a line of toilets, a line of beds, and I usually like putting bookshelves in, but I don't think I have the money for it right now. So I'm going to hold off on giving everyone a bookshelf, but I do like giving everyone a bookshelf in my prison. I'm kind of nice like that. I give everyone a bookshelf, and it does help with the reform chance, and it keeps the prisoners entertained, actually, which is nice. So put doors on all of these, and then I'll mark them all as jail cells. Now I have this large area here, and this is where my kitchen and shower and whatnot are going to be. What I'm probably going to do is this area down here is going to be my shower, right here. See, I've got these little intersections here that I'm going to probably put my shower here. And I'm going to make my things big so that I have room to expand later on, but not too big so that it's not too much. I'm going to keep things in a generous size so that I'm not completely swamped. But I'm still able to, what am I doing? I want that there, I want that there. There we go. So that I can, basically expand as I need to. So I'm going to make my canteen about this big. That seems to be right. I'll make my kitchen about this big, and I'll leave this area open for maybe a common room, maybe a workshop. I have some plans in the future, and there's always stuff that I'll need to worry about, so it's good to have basically the ability to grow as need be. Now these are all pretty much set up cells. I just need to give them a little bit of water. It's not that hard. Just basically click on each of them like that. And there we go. I'm going to give a little bit of water this way. Basically do it like this and that. I'm also going to run electricity down this corridor. That way, there's just a line of electricity down here. But that should mean that this area should definitely be able to be a shower pretty easily. There it is. So, objects. It's a shower. What do we need in a shower? Shower head, obviously. That's pretty much all we need, though. That and, you know, drain pipes so that water doesn't go everywhere. And that should be good. That's all we need for this right now. And of course, we can make it bigger and to have a higher capacity later on, but we don't need to. Next up is our canteen. We're going to put 2 doors right here. Don't have the money for it, so we are probably going to have to take out a loan. Do we have the ability to take out a loan? We do not have the ability to take out a loan. We're going to have to, like, slowly get prisoners. This is going to be unfortunate. But I just waste all my money. Actually, I have an idea. I can cut down trees. Can I cut down these trees? I can't, can I? They went a little too big, maybe? Maybe not. $3 cash flow. $2 for small pipe. Haha. I could accept prisoners. I could just accept the low risk prisoners, and that could give me a little extra money. Since I can't take any more grants, but all I need is basically just a guard to babysit. We have the ability to take 12 prisoners, but They won't get food on their first day. They don't deserve it. But I guess in bureaucracy we could get bank loan. Or we could just fire foremans too. That'll work. I mean, right now we don't need these guys as much, so could just fire these 3 guys. They're not doing anything. And that'll give me extra money. Get 2 guards. Don't have the initial cash, but I should when everyone comes in. There are 8 minsec guys coming in, so that's not that bad. $50 a square for a wall. What are they trying to do? Rip me off? Need our canteen. Our kitchen will be here. Probably be about that big. Should probably go for loans and then just take an immediate loan, and then pretty much my prison will run itself at that point. I could just make this more cells down here as well. Actually, that's probably what the best plan is to do. We got food, but we're gonna throw vegetables at them. That was $100 bucks. It's $100 bucks. Serving table, bench. Indoors, cooker, fridge, sink. Well, I can't really get much of that. Yeah, Thor kind of always adds that XD. You can't stop him. It's insane. Can I sell these lights? Can I? That would actually be really good. Dismantle. 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 I could sell these lights for a little extra cash. Oh. That's unfortunate. I've got 13 of them. I don't know what I can do with 13 lights. My goodness. I could just use them to sort of like, I guess, open up this stuff. But now I'm sort of in a sticky situation. I've spent too much money. And it's time for me to cut the recording again. So I'm gonna cut the recording, and I'll see you guys on the next episode where we try and figure out our financial problems. This is actually kind of tricky. Be right back.